This particular product is very unique. And the uniqueness of this product is that as low as almost $8 a month, you can have that insurance covered for your businesses. And taking the thunder away from their talking points, I'll say that yes, if it's in the path of wind as well as going to be in flood as well, you will be able to get up to $1,000 to $3,000 worth of insurance money back from the insurance company. So if a person is taking a $5,000 worth of loan and the monthly payment is $100, and that person is also opted for an insurance for $3,000, which is a $250 a monthly, yearly premium for that. That can be added into your monthly payment, or a person wants to pay the lump sum amount up front. So we, from a bank's point of view, we will insure our customer and we make the payment to Tower Insurance, and we will collect on a monthly basis from our customers. So that's how it's going to work out. The customer will have the option to choose either 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000. August 2021, and it's been 18 months. We have received 16,000 to 17,000 applications in this bank, and they're all digital. Okay. And they've come from very remote areas, and some of them they do not have the access to the digital Wi-Fi or the 4Gs, but they have found a way to come and to fill out these application forms and submit. They may not have their own smartphones and the computer with them, but within the community they have one or two people who have the access to this smartphone or the email accesses. The females have actually sat down over there and gone through one by one and actually applied for the loans as well. So there is one way of doing things. The other thing is that, obviously we do road shows. We have a road show with the government, and we go with the agriculture department, we go with the fishing department, and we go to any other road shows which the government is basically doing in the rural areas. We did the first one with Fiji National Provident Fund as well. So those areas where we can actually reach out, and that's the area where we can actually go and start selling our products as well. That's to combat the question which you said they don't have the digital accessibility. If I'm not mistaken, the 94% of Fiji is basically covered through one way or other digitally. There are more mobile phones than number of people here in Fiji. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out here in this room getting 2 mobile phones. I don't know why the other one is, but there are 2 phones. Coming back to the question, which was the other question?
Maximum amount is there.
Oh, maximum is $5,000 as of right now, which we have from $1,000 up to $5,000. And government of Fiji has actually allotted about $1 million towards the down payment of 10%, which is an equity. So if a person is applying for $5,000 worth of loan, so the government of Fiji will have $500 as part of the 10% down payment, and the rest will be funded by FDB.
FDB is adding value to its product offering through the partnership with Tower Insurance to offer Tower's cyclone response cover insurance to the customers under the FDB loan for women entrepreneurs. With the Tower Insurance Cyclone Response, customers can now safeguard their businesses against damages caused in cyclones. Our topical agenda in the climate change space as we exist, but especially important for agriculture businesses that you are mostly covering. Even currently now, with the amount of rain and floods we are seeing in the Western Division and some of the other parts, we are already seeing mass damage, and it has a huge impact. So a little bit of insurance would really assist them to go far.
Tower Insurance has been in Fiji since 1880 and is currently the largest provider for comprehensive cyclone insurance in the country. Yet, despite that, only 10%, well actually less than 10% of the homes in Fiji have comprehensive insurance. Less than 5% of that have comprehensive cyclone cover. And at the brunt of that are women and children who suffer the most during these events. So 4 years ago, and it might have been much longer than that, 4 years ago when the conversation started on a microinsurance product for Fiji, we were glad to be part of that journey with the rest of the industry. So Tower, Sun Insurance and Fiji Care have already got a product out to market, and we started ours in October last year. And we started off our journey doing road shows because we wanted customers in the four most vulnerable areas in Fiji to have this cover. So we went to Kandavu, who's known to get winds almost every week during the cyclone season. We went to Kumbulau in Bua. We couldn't make it to Lau. The boat went once a fortnight, so it's a bit too long for us. But we did call them up on Messenger, and we signed up 5 customers from there. And we also went to Nandi in the western area. The feedback from these customers. So before we go on to the feedbacks, I want to explain. These are all farmers, fishermen, fisherwomen, and weavers. They're not in the formal sector, and they're in a way all small business entrepreneurs because they rely on farming, fishing, and weaving for their livelihood. Right? So when the discussion started happening with FDB, and it was mentioned that we actually wanted the whole portfolio, by the way, but we'll start off with women SME. When they mentioned women SME, we were quite excited with that because during our roadshows, a lot of the feedback was coming from the women. So we talked to a lot of men because we were going to the villages. But as far as those that were signing up, it was the majority were women. So out of 20% of the villages that we talked to were women. Out of those women, about 80% of them signed up because they saw the value in an insurance product, right? And they understood the disruption that it made in their lives.